Welcome to Narayan Edu Planet. Hello friends, Class 6 Science Book The Living World. We will do the question answer in this third part. So the link of first and second part is in description. So let's begin. Something to know. Filling the blanks, a part. First question is Plastic is dash as it cannot be broken down into similar substances in nature. So plastic is non-biodegradable, we all know. And plastic glass, and many more things are non-biodegradable. And non-biodegradable is the substance which cannot broken down into similar substances in nature. We must say no to plastic and use cloth or paper bag. We must say no to because plastic is non-biodegradable and it can also harm the environment adversely. Adversely means harmfully. And we should use the cloth bag and paper bag and jute bags. The flowers of the dash bloom with sunrise and close after sunset. So we all know morning glory, also called ipomia, blooms with sunrise and close after sunset. Polar bear and penguins are among the animals found only in cold region. Polar bear will be found in polar areas like snow-covered areas, and penguins are also living in high temperature like minus 70 degrees Celsius. Both polar bear and penguins are living. Dash and dash processes help in balancing of carbon dioxide and oxygen in atmosphere. So during the respiration, both plants and animals and human beings take in oxygen. Respiration means inhaling oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide. And photosynthesis is done by only plants. Other human beings and plants and animals cannot do. Only plants can do photosynthesis because it is the process by which plants make their own food. So in photosynthesis, plants are inhaling carbon dioxide, that is CO2, and exhaling oxygen, that is O2. So B part. Write true or false for the following statements. Herbivores can prepare their own food? Yes. No. Herbivores can not prepare their own food. That is false. Fungi and bacteria are organisms that can be easily seen by human eye by itself. False. This statement is false because fungi and bacteria are very tiny organisms that cannot be easily seen by the human naked eye. With the help of powerful microscope, we can see them. Sunflower faces the east in morning. Yes, sunflower faces the sun in morning. So the direction where sun is rising is the east. So the statement is true. Camel do not have sweat glands. Yes, that's true. because camels not, if they have sweat gland, then they can not tolerate the extreme heat of deserts. Soil is an important biotic component of our environment. No, soil is not a biotic component. It is a abiotic because soil is non-living component. So this statement is false. C. Tick the correct option. Biotic environment includes only producer and consumer? No. Only consumer and decomposer? No. They include producer, and here they also include decomposer. Only decomposer and producer? No. They also include consumer. So abiotic environment includes these three components, that is producer, consumer as well as decomposer. The group of organisms which use light for making food are called autotrophs or heterotrophs or decomposer or scavenger. So here scavenger is not, because scavengers are those who eat on dead animals, and decomposer break down the dead and eat them. Heterotrophs is two words, that is hetero and trop. Hetero means other and trop means food. So not. So here is making food which use light. So autotrophs, that is self making food, that is plants. Plants is making their food own, and with the help of light they can make. So the groups of organisms which use light for making food are called autotrophs. Decomposer include bacteria only? No. They also include fungi. Fungi only? No. They can also include fungi and bacteria both. Yes, this is the right answer. Only scavengers. Scavengers are what? They eat upon the dead animals. Which of the following is not biodegradable? Vegetables are biodegradable because they can decompose. Fruits are also can decompose. Earthworms. When died, then decomposed by the microorganism. Aluminum foil. Yes, this is aluminum foil is non-biodegradable. So this is the correct option. Vermicomposting is done by fungus, not bacteria, not. They are mainly. What is vermicomposting? The process which done decomposition with the help of worms like white worms and other worms. Aquatic animals, no. Vermicomposting is done by worms. Aquatic animals are the animals living in water. How they can help in vermicomposting? An animal that is not affected by much heat of the desert is rat. Rat can easily die in the extreme heat of desert. So we have learned in the chapter that camel can tolerate the extreme heat of the desert. So camel is the correct option. Cow cannot tolerate that much of heat of desert. A lion are herbivores and lions are carnivore. So D part. Answer the following questions in brief. So this is the question answer. Why should we segregate different types of waste? We should segregate different types of waste because all wastes are not decomposable. For example, plastic is not decomposed by microorganisms. Because we cannot segregate now because all waste are not decomposable. For example, plastic is not decomposed by microorganisms, and aluminum foil is also not decomposed by. What is vermicomposting? Vermicomposting is a process of composting with the help of various suitable worms like red worms and earthworm. Which components of hair gets used up during the process of photosynthesis? CO2 means carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide component. Air gets used up now. Carbon dioxide, CO2. Suggest any 5 activities that can help to save the environment. The 5 activities that can help to save the environment. First, do not use plastic. Stop deforestation. Do afforestation. Celebrate One Mahotsav by planting trees. And also celebrate your birthdays by planting trees. How does nature maintain a balance between the amounts of oxygens, carbon dioxide in atmosphere? So here is the answer of this. During the process of respiration, both plants and animals take in oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide back to the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide also gets added to atmosphere when burning of wood, coal, petrol takes place. This increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The plants use up carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Thus, a balance is maintained between the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide in atmosphere. So, when the process of respiration is taking place, then plants and animals take, and also the human being take oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide also take place in the atmosphere when we do burning of wood, coal and petrol. This increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Then plant use carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. So in this way, nature maintains the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Distinguish between autotrophs and heterotrophs. The green plants which prepare their own food glucose are also called producer. Autotrophs, auto self, entropy means food. And animals cannot prepare their own food. They have to depend upon plants for their food. They are called consumer or heterotrophs. Hetero means other, entropy means food. So distinguish between decomposer and scavengers. Decomposers are organisms which derive their food from the dead and decaying plants and animals. And scavengers are the birds or animals that feeds on dead plants. Dead animals. State the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Give one example of each. So here is the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials are. One example of each are here. Example: bananas peel, kitchen waste, etc. And non-biodegradable, the substance that cannot be broken down into substance by microorganisms, and the substance that can be broken down into similar substances by microorganisms is called biodegradable, and the substance that cannot be broken down into similar substances by microorganisms are called non-biodegradable. Example of non-biodegradable waste are plastic, aluminum foil, glass, batteries, etc. How does decomposition of dead animals turn out to be useful? Decomposition of dead animals turn out to be useful as decomposer break down the dead and decaying plants and animals into minerals, and these minerals again and again get mixed with soil and used by the plants. Rainwater harvesting is a way to collect water when it's rain. Rainwater can be stored above the ground or underground and used later. This happens naturally in open rural areas. However, in congested metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Delhi, and Chennai, Kolkata, etc., are congested cities, and they capture rainwater in a method called rooftop rainwater harvesting. In this, the water is collected on the rooftops of the houses, and through pipes the water can be transferred to tanks, pits, or small wells. Since the water is very likely to get impure, it should be used for household purposes only after filtration and purification. Why do buffaloes cool themselves in water during summer? We often see buffaloes cooling themselves in ponds during summer. This is because buffaloes are black in color, and black color absorbs heat, and they do not have efficient sweat glands to tolerate that much of heat. Hence, they feel the heat more and need to cool themselves by remaining in water. So, 6th question. Question number 6. Draw a diagram that shows relationship between the biotic and abiotic components of environment. So here is the diagram that shows. So the meaning of diagram is that the plants and animal when get died and animal dropping are decomposed by decomposer. Then it converted into mineral, and mineral mixed with soil, and soil are used by producer, that is green plants. Then green plants eaten by dead green plants eaten by plants and animals, and green plants also eaten by animals and then go to dead animals, and animals dropping also get decomposed by decomposing. So this process be ongoing again and again. So this is the interrelationships among different components of environment. So the video is completed. चलो रखते हैं.